Hey guys, what's up? It's Amanda. Just wanted to say hello again. I don't know what I did there. Anyways, so today we are going to talk about how much I work and why I am crazy. Yes, I am crazy. No, I'm actually insane. So I work 3 jobs right now, and I work at least 90 hours a week. Sometimes I work less, sometimes I work more, but on average it's about 90. So I work as an LNA full-time, more than full-time, usually about like 40 to 50 hours a week. I work as a research lab technician for another 40 hours a week, and then I work in a pharmacy about 10-15 hours a week. So I work a disgusting amount, and you want to know why? Because your girl's trying to pay off her previous loans so that when she takes out new loans for college, I won't be drowning in monthly payments. Because I bought a car as a graduation gift to myself because I used to drive a 2005 clapped out minivan, but now I don't. So yeah, that's what I'm doing in my life, is I'm working a ton. However, I'm still somewhat staying sane and making YouTube content and living a good life. So I decided that I would share to you my top tips for staying sane when you work more than double a normal person. So please give this a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment. So when you work more than 80 hours a week, more than 90 hours a week, how the heck do you stay sane? I'm gonna tell you right now. Your number one thing to stay sane is get sleep whenever you can, okay? I don't know if you're one of those people who can sleep wherever, but I am. So if you're not, maybe don't work as much as I do. It's probably not gonna work out for you. But I can pretty much sleep whenever, wherever, and I won't need that much sleep. So I will sleep like in 2 to 3 hour chunks. I just take naps. My entire life is in naps, and I know this isn't healthy. I don't plan to do this forever. This is just like a year thing that I'm doing until I start med school, but I don't plan on doing this ever again. So take lots of naps if you have to work that much, because you need your sleep, and sleep is extremely important. Meal prep. Meal prep, meal prep, meal prep. When you meal prep, it ensures that you are eating healthy, you are eating affordably, and you're eating efficiently. So what that means is, like, 1 day a week, I usually make 3 meals. So by 3 meals, I mean 3 days worth of meals. And breakfast is whatever it takes 2 seconds to make a smoothie and some eggs. Then for lunch, I like to prepare salads with chicken or beans or some kind of protein. And then for dinner, I typically have like chicken and rice or chicken and salad or Mexican food. I love all types of Mexican food. So lots of vegetables, lots of rice, lots of beans, any of those things that you can just kind of mix and match. I can do a full day of eating if you want, or like a meal prep with me if you would like. Let me know if that's something that you're interested in below. That's just how I live, is I like to meal prep, and I do it for 3 days at a time. So that gives me 6 days out of the week, and then I can treat myself to whatever I want on the last day. So whether it be I would like to buy a burger, or I would like to go to McDonald's, or I would like to make some dang pancakes for dinner, it's up to me, which I really like. So there's that. My third tip would be caffeine. So you're gonna need caffeine. If you can work 90 hours a week and you don't need caffeine, you got me. I don't know how you survive, because I need caffeine. However, there's lots of different types of caffeine in the sense that they are mixed in with things. So they can be mixed in with enzymes such as CoQ10, they can be mixed in with different substances such as taurine, etc. So energy drinks, coffee, tea, you need to figure out what works for you. Every person has a little something that they can drink that'll give them a little boost but will not make them crash. So I used to drink Rain energy drinks all the time. However, I can only drink half of one because it's 300 milligrams of caffeine, and I usually like max out at about 150. My body doesn't do well with more than 150 milligrams of caffeine. I start to get extremely jittery, and I don't do well with more than 150 milligrams. So what I do is I take my Rain and I split it in half. However, Rains are about $2 a can, so it gets a little expensive. So then what I switched to is I tried Mio Energy. Mio Energy is about $4 a bottle, but you get 20 drinks out of it, which is a lot cheaper than Rain. So I switched to Mio Energy, and 1 squirt only has 60 milligrams of caffeine, and then I get to control how much of a squirt I'm using, and it's so far been extremely effective because I usually only have about 100 to 120 milligrams of caffeine whenever I'm working an extreme double, which is like 4 days a week. So, and if you think about it, medium 16-ounce cup of coffee has around 100 milligrams of caffeine in it, and if it's iced, maybe 120. A shot of espresso is 60 milligrams. So I'm staying pretty tried and true to coffee's limits. I detest coffee. I think coffee is disgusting. I don't like the taste of it. The only thing that I can even remotely drink is an iced mocha latte, and even then it's hard. So that's just me. Also, foam milk is disgusting, okay? For all of you who like warm lattes with foam milk, you can tell me that you hate me in the comments below, but I'm telling you, foam milk is disgusting. It like, ugh, the thought of it makes me want to vomit. It's a texture thing. I can't do it. Anyways, so caffeine. You gotta get some sleep. You gotta meal prep. You gotta get some caffeine in you. On top of that, a schedule. You need to plan out what you're doing, and you need to make yourself accountable. And by making yourself accountable, I mean that you need to have goals for the week. So if you need to get in contact with this company, or you want to have dinner with this friend, create a schedule. I have a passion planner and I'm obsessed with them. They literally break your day out into the hour, and you can go in and block off what you're doing when. If you don't keep up with the passion planner all the time, because sometimes I'm lazy and I don't, I also use Google Calendar. You can add in events in your phone and therefore it's always with you. So a passion planner is a physical thing that I love. I like that more when I'm in academics and when I have my research. And then on the flip side, if I'm on the go, which is all the time, I also like to use my Google Calendar app and just put in different meetings, different appointments, different like little reminders that I need to do, and also just everyday to-do lists. On the iPhone, you can actually, in your notes section, make to-do lists. There's a way that you can just essentially make a bubble, and then you just click the bubble and it becomes your to-do list. But anyways, yeah, iPhones have to-do lists, which are extremely helpful. In terms of staying sane though, like those are all things that I do to just live. In terms of staying sane, I love treating myself. So in terms of treating myself, I mean like I will have a dessert quite often, and by dessert I mean like a mango popsicle or a low-calorie ice cream such as like Breyer's Delight. Those kinds of things just to keep me going. I'm obsessed with them. I am a true believer, if you work hard, you play hard, you get rewarded. So I like to reward myself, to remind myself that I love me and I'm doing this for me, and it's okay, you're gonna get through it, it's not forever. On top of that, I love to just take moments of mindfulness. So sounds a little stupid, I know, but the more you practice mindfulness, the happier a person you'll be. I guarantee it. And what I mean by that is taking just a minute every day and thinking about what the heck are you grateful for. Whether you want to have a gratitude journal or you just want to take a pause and you just say, okay, I'm really thankful for my mom today. Mother's Day is coming up, so you better be thankful for your mama or whoever you have as a motherly figure in your life. I don't want to say your mama because maybe some of you aren't. You just gotta take a second and sit back and say, you know what, like I am blessed in the sense that I have 3 jobs. I am blessed to be able to work this much. Not everybody can, and I am fortunate enough to do that, and just sometimes doing that is enough for me. So you gotta find those little things that'll keep you on track with your sanity. So moments of gratitude are huge. Making a to-do list, keeping everything organized, and I like how I'm saying keeping everything organized and I'm looking at my room. My room is a mess right now because I'm about to move apartments. So oh yeah, if you guys want like an apartment moving video, let me know. Also, friends and family, don't forget that you're grateful for them, but also to reach out to them. Call your mom for 5 minutes, say hi. Call your sister, call your brother, call your friend, whoever. Just call them and say hello. Especially now with COVID, you can't go and say hi to them. Call them. Make it quick. Make it easy. How are ya? Hi, you know? Hi, how are ya? Yeah, that kind of stuff. On top of that, I try to exercise, and I say try because sometimes I'm just too dang tired to exercise. So I'm really obsessed with HIIT workouts, circuit training, anything that's like quick, easy. Well, not easy. These things are never easy, but anything that's quick and it's gonna get my heart rate up. Those are the kinds of things that I like to do. Pamela Reif has a lot of really cool and quick workouts that I've been doing. I'll link a couple below that are my favorites. All you need is a band or a kettlebell, or you don't even need anything really, but they burn. So I try to exercise, go on walks. I have a dog, so take my dog on walk, that kind of stuff. Just really experience the world around me as I'm working in it every single day. What else do I have? Do things that you love. So yes, you need to treat yourself, yes, you need to reward yourself, but you need to do things that you love. If you're working at a job you hate, first of all, that's a big mistake. I love all my jobs, which is why it doesn't feel like I'm working 90 hours a week. It feels like I'm just having fun for like 60 hours. The other 30 hours I hate. I don't actually hate them, but they're just not as fun. So basically, do something that you love. So right now I'm finding out that I love messing around with the camera, and I love giving content and trying to help people out, as well as just editing. Editing to me is so much fun. On top of that, like, I also really enjoy cooking. I can't tell you how many loaves of banana bread and pumpkin bread and muffins I've made, and I usually make them for my work. So it's kind of fun because I get to bring what I love from my house to my work. then it just makes work that much more fun, because not only does everybody get to enjoy what you love, but they also just are in a better mood because they got some really dang pumpkin bread. Find a way to laugh, whether that be rewatching ridiculousness on YouTube, watching cat videos, whatever it is that makes you laugh, find something that makes you laugh and keep up with it, because if you don't take some time out of your week to laugh, you're going to be so miserable. Life is too short to not laugh. Anyways, those are some of my top tips and tricks that I have for when I work a 90-hour week. How the heck do I do it? How the heck do I stay sane? And how I get through it. And just honestly, yeah, it's not for everybody and I don't recommend it, but if you do have to work 90 hours a week, or you have to work multiple jobs because you're trying to support your family, you're trying to support yourself, I get it. I'm right here with you. So I hope these tips and tricks help you get through your everyday life. Just do what you love, be happy about it, and if you're not happy, try to fake it until you make it, in the sense that you watch the cat videos until they make you laughing, and then you're happy a little bit. Just baby steps, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Those are all my tips and tricks about how the heck I try to stay sane while working 90+ hours a week. So please give this a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment.